Hey ladies, how's it going? Dan Frampton here, and today I got artificial intelligence to write a buddy comedy featuring Henry Rollins and best friend Ian MacKaye. This is the true life of Ian and Henry. I also took the text that was auto-generated through that artificial intelligence and ran that through AI art, and now I have art to accompany the crazy story. So I'm gonna read the story and alongside it show you this amazing, magnificent artificial intelligence artwork. Henry Rollins and Ian MacKaye were the best of friends. They both loved music, and they both sang in different bands. They made similar music, but their fans hated each other. One day, Henry and Ian decided to travel to the year 3000 to form a band. The only problem was, instruments were now played using your butt. They hadn't learned that art form yet, so their struggle to learn was funny. They tried all sorts of things, from playing the drums with their butts to strumming their guitars with their butts. Nothing worked. They even tried playing the saxophone with their butts, but that just made them fart. Finally, they gave up and just decided to sing. They were the best butt singing duo in the entire world, and their fans loved them. Who knows, maybe in the year 3000, butt playing will be the new thing. Until then, Henry and Ian will keep making beautiful butt music together. Henry and Ian were two of the most famous butt performers in the entire world. They were known for their catchy tunes and amazing rub-a-dub skills. I don't know what rub-a-dub skills are, but apparently they're important. But something strange started happening to them. Slowly but surely, their butts began to swell up like watermelons. At first they tried to ignore it, but it was getting too hard to sit down, let alone rub-a-dub. They went to the doctor, who did some tests and said their butt music was making them puff up. He advised them to stop performing, but they just couldn't do that. They loved their music and their fans too much. So they came up with a compromise. They would continue to perform, but every now and then they would take a break and rub their butts together. This way, they could still enjoy the music and their fans. And they wouldn't have to worry about their butts getting too big. Their song, Putting Cheese Inside and Forgetting, was a huge hit. And their album, Butt Music for Butt People went double platinum. They were famous for their butt music. It was played through a tube that went up people's butts straight to their brains. Oh my God. Ian and Henry were also famous for their brilliant band name. They called themselves Butt Plop. Everyone loved their clever name, and their music was butt-tastic. Oh, someone help me. This is crazy. Okay, I gotta regain composure. Whew. However, not everything was perfect in Ian and Henry's world. Ian was a straight edge, and Henry had a nice body. This caused some tension between the two friends, as Ian felt he was being left out of the fun. One day, after a particularly intense recording session, Ian confronted Henry about this issue. Henry, I feel like you're excluding me from the fun. I don't drink or do drugs, so I can't participate in your world. It feels like you're just using me for my rub-a-dub skills. Henry was taken aback by Ian's words. He had never thought about it that way before. Ian, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you felt that way. Of course you're part of this band, and I would never exclude you. I love you, man. The two friends hugged it out, and they were better friends than ever. Their bond would be stronger than ever, and they continued to make butt-tastic music together. They even won a Grammy for their butt music in the year 3000. But then one day, Ian decided he wanted to try something different. He wanted to put his butt up Henry's butt. Henry was hesitant at first, but then he realized this could be the next big thing in butt music. So they did it, and it was amazing. The sounds that came from their butts was unlike anything anyone has ever heard before. It was like butt music 2.0. Oh my God. They became even more famous than they were before, and their concerts were always sold out. People would line up around the block to get a chance to see them perform. And then, one day, tragedy struck. Ian died of a butt-related illness. What? AI, why would you be so cruel? Why did you kill off Ian MacKaye? Oh, Henry was devastated. He didn't know he could continue without his partner. But then he realized he had to. He owed it to Ian and the millions of fans who loved their butt music. So Henry continued to perform, and he continued to make some of the most beautiful butt music the world has ever heard. 30 years later, it was a dark and stormy night. Rollins was alone in his house feeling sorry for himself. He was old now. All his friends were gone. He missed them all so much, especially Ian. Ian had been his best friend back in the day. They used to make music together, and Rollins was always the one that came up with the best melodies. But now, Rollins was all alone. He had forgotten how to play instruments the normal way. He thought back to the good times that he and Ian shared together. Maybe if he went back to those times, he could find his friend again. So he decided to use his time machine to go back to 1982. When he arrived, he immediately went to look for Ian. He found him reading a newspaper outside a cafe. Rollins tried to put his butt up against Ian's butt, but Ian didn't have any idea what that meant and had Rollins arrested. Rollins spent the next few days in jail, but he didn't mind. He met a new butt music partner every night, and he was happy to be making music again. Oh my God. What? Ian was so put off by what Henry tried to do to him that he wrote 12 whole albums about it. His band Minor Threat now have the record for the punk band with the most albums. He thanks Henry every night in his dreams, but curses him during every waking hour. But every now and then, Ian will feel a little twitch in his bum. He can't quite explain the reason why, but every time he passes a piano, he feels the need to sit directly on the keys. The end. Oh my God, that was insane. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share the video around, and until my next upload, watch another upload.